All right, look at this video number 2 already. So, how does credit repair work? It's funny, I get my neighbors because they know I do it. Have a sign on the back of my car advertising the business, and people will ask me all the time, is that stuff legit? Does it really work? It's one of those things that people just don't know about, aren't sure about. And unfortunately, there's a lot of scammers out there that act like they're credit repair, yet all they have is an Instagram page or a Facebook page, or they're not a real business, they're not licensed. And they say, yeah, I do this, I do that, I do this. And I guess they mess it up for the legit people. So it gets very frustrating. But does it work? Yes. If it didn't work, wouldn't be doing it, right? But this is kind of how it works. So you have your 3 credit bureaus, right? Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. There's also another one that I'll talk about in a bankruptcy video that I'm going to do, but it's called LexisNexis. They're the ones that house your bankruptcy information. And you should always pull your LexisNexis report, and that'll be coming up in a bankruptcy video on how to do that. But it does work. What you should never do if you're going to do it yourself is never dispute it online. And the reason is online, when you dispute with the 3 credit bureaus, they give you different, like 4 to 5 options, I believe it was, because before I ever did this many years ago, and I didn't know any better, I disputed stuff online. And it worked a little bit, but not so great. And now I'm learning why, or I have learned why. But never dispute online, because it only gives you like 4 or 5 different things that you can dispute, right? And they're not giving you an option to dispute the way a true credit repair company, professional company, will dispute them, right? And basically what we do is we tell them, validate the account, prove that account is yours, right? If you're the customer. Without going into too much detail of everything the letter says, because it's about a page to 2 page long, depending. But anyways, so the big important part is what you say in your dispute letter. So let's say you've got 10 things wrong. Like we have separate disputes for late payments, right? That's a separate dispute, or a separate paper that we have, or a template for late payments, right? One thing with late payments is they'll say, yeah, we validated it, or we checked with the credit card company and they said you're late, and yeah, you're late. Well, that's not really proof. They have something called an eOscar system. Usually that's what they will use. They'll look in their eOscar system and say, yeah, it was late. Okay, well, we verified it. Well, no, it's not about verifying it. We have a special letter for the eOscar system when they do that. That's what I'm saying with credit repair. It's so important on the knowledge that you have, the laws, and the different letters that you have and what they say. That's why I say go with a professional company. Don't go with a professional Instagrammer or Facebooker. No, an actual licensed company. But anyways, so what we would do is we would dispute with the 3 credit bureaus. If there's any charge-offs or collections, on the same day that we mail out our dispute letters to the credit bureaus, we also send out validation letters to the charge-off company, whoever it is. Could be any credit card, could be a bank card, could be Best Buy, whatever, and to collections. And with the validation letters that we do is we quote a whole bunch of stuff, laws and titles and sections in the Fair Credit Reporting Act, all that stuff. What that does is says, validate that belongs to me. You're saying I owe you this, it's in collections or it's charged off. I don't know that that's mine, right? Prove to me. It's up to you to prove to me that that's my bill. Give me my signed contract. Where's the signed contract that I agreed to pay that? So that's kind of how credit repair works. That's why some people are successful at it. Some people aren't, because of what their letters say and what they write. because they don't have the knowledge. They don't have the lawsuits that you can quote in the letters. They don't have the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which is the most basic thing, and how to report that or quote that. And sometimes you have to educate them. Well, look, this law says this and this and this, and you're in violation of it, which could be $1,000 fine for you. So you might want to take this off my credit if you can't prove it's mine. But that's kind of how credit repair works. That's the quick gist of it. There's so many different letters, which there'll be more videos on that. I'll talk specifically about collections. I'll do one about bankruptcies, and different things, and how we do it and how we operate as a business and what to expect if you decide to sign up for our services. But as always, down below is all of our information, our contact info, our website, Facebook. Also, if you ever, let's say you become a client and you love what we did and you're very happy with us, if you ever send us any other clients and recommend us and they sign up with us and they mention your name, you will get $25 sent to you for every person who signs up under your name. But other than that, it does work. Again, you have to be careful of who you go with. Don't go with the example that I gave you in a previous video about a guy who charges $1,000 up front, only has a Facebook page. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't suggest it. All right. I'm not telling you have to go with us. Feel comfortable with whoever you go with. We're here for you. If you have questions, we don't charge. We're here to just help people. If you sign up for our services, in the other video, we talked about the pricing and all of that. We do run specials. Sometimes every month, sometimes every other month. We do run specials and we post them on Facebook when we have them. So anyways, with that being said, I hope this video helps you. I hope you helps to put you at ease a little bit. There's certain things that you just may not be able to remove. And I'm going to give you an example, because you're going to find every person who does videos, every person who posts on Instagram, every person who posts on Facebook that's not a real business. They're always going to say how wonderful they are, and they're going to say how great, and they did this and they did that and blah, 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 right? Find yourself a company that's honest. That's hard to do these days, especially in this line of work. But I believe completely in honesty, because you will gain respect. Nobody is 100% perfect. We have one client that, like I said, we do the validation letters. We sent a validation letter to a collection agency for a client. This collection agency was, let me back up. They went to a school, a driving school, right? For 18-wheelers. To get their CDL license to drive 18-wheelers. Well, they were supposed to pay this school. They worked for the company. The company has a school that they send their students through to get certified. Then as you work for the company, they will take out of every check until the school's paid back. Well, this person quit before the school was paid back, never paid the bill, went to collections, right? So that was one of the things under credit. We got other things that were removed, but this one collection, so we sent this validation letter to the collection agency saying, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. Prove this is mine. Where's the contract? Well, sure enough, that company, which is very unusual, that company ended up mailing a signed contract with the person's name on it. When that happens, kind of stuck, to be quite honest. What we are going to try to do for this customer, and we are in the process of doing that now, is we know that they responded with a signed contract. The credit bureaus don't know that, right? So we're still going to dispute it with the credit bureaus and say, hey, prove this is mine. They don't know that we've reached out to this company. Hopefully the credit bureaus aren't as thorough, right? And go to that company and say, hey, do you have any signed contract? So we'll see how that plays out. But right now, kind of stuck, and there's not much anybody can do. And I'm just being honest, So that's why I say this business is not always 100%. Nobody can guarantee you anything. Oh, we're going to get all this removed. You're going to have 800 credit score. It's crap. People need to be honest. Just like we can accept, hey, it didn't work out. They had the contract. That's not a ding on us. It's nothing we did wrong. They just happened to have it because it was a school and the school kept those records, right? It can happen. So nothing is ever guaranteed. And that's why I will never guarantee anything. I will tell you, hey, there's a pretty good chance after I look at your stuff where I'll say, you know what, this might be hard. But I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. We will always tell you the truth. It is what it is, and it's your decision to make. We're here to help you and try to guide you along the way and do all the work for you. And it should work out, but there's times where it may not. And like always, we have a 90-day money-back guarantee. If within 90 days things don't start coming off your credit and your score isn't getting better, we'll refund you all your money. It's in writing. So there's no funny business with us. You can cancel at any time. Call us up. Hey guys, thanks. I want to cancel for whatever your reason is. No problem. No more payments are due. You're done. So we're a very legit, honest business. And we always get word of mouth. That's how our customers come. We did do some advertising on the radios, but word of mouth is always our biggest advertisement. So again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. We'll try to help you in any way we can. Have a great day.